From the Green Room Studios at Bates Nursery in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Gardening Inside Out, a podcast with highlights from our Saturday morning live show, answering all your gardening questions, giving you plant advice for any space in your life. Let's start the show.
Hey, y'all, it's Caroline Gant.
Hey, y'all, it's Austin Lowen.
And it's Tyler Blankenship.
And it's a wonderful day because something is happening tonight.
I know what you're talking about. It took me just a moment. Just
We're talking about party time.
Yes.
It is.
Bates staff Christmas party
That's
is
right.
tonight.
Tyler, you excited about this, man?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Are you dressing up?
No.
No?
No dress
Not at
up
all?
this year?
I have 30 minutes to get there.
That's plenty of time to dress up.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
You can show up fashionably late.
I guess I'll wear our sequined green Bates tablecloth.
Yes,
As
please
a cape
drape that
sachet,
on
yeah.
your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Drape yourself.
Yeah.
So are you dressing up?
Yeah, I'm dressing up.
What
Getting
do you-
low-key fancy.
What does that even mean?
You'll see.
It's going to be a surprise to us
very
all.
much a surprise,
Well,
yes.
we'll have to put a photo up for our listeners.
No
so they know.
photos.
No.
No photos at
Wow,
the Christmas
so
party.
This
That
is
can
just
get out
a
of hand.
tease for the listeners. They're going to have no idea.
Everybody knows you don't take photos at the Christmas party.
Y'all, I will take a photo of Austin
You're going to sneak
in
a
his
photo.
low-key fancy and put it in the stories.
Ugh. I don't know if we should do that.
You me.
You never know what's going to happen at a Christmas party. Photos are no good.
I'll make sure it's a good-looking picture.
All right.
I won't get anyone there who looks bad or anything like that. I would never, ever.
Yeah, right. All right. So, yeah,
You going to ask me?
there's that. Yeah, what are you doing? Are you dressing up? You getting fancy?
Yes.
Real fancy? Like a
So
dress?
fancy.
You wearing
Curtain
a dress?
call dress.
Oh. Well, this is exciting.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Mm.
I'm wearing a pair of checkered pants.
Checkered pants.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here we go. Christmas party 2025. It's happening tonight.
It is.
It is.
I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of 25, me and my oldest daughter planted 25 tulip bulbs the other day.
What a segue.
I see.
Wow.
Exactly 25. They all felt pretty viable. I got them for my wife for her birthday, and we hadn't planted them yet. So she was still sleeping the other day, so I got my daughter out, and we planted them while she was asleep. And I put them in 2 perfect circles around my little dwarf boxwoods.
Nice. Did you listen to that band too while you did it?
What band?
Perfect Circle.
Never heard of him.
Really?
Negative.
Huh.
Yeah, no, don't know
That's
that band.
Shocking.
But I do know tulips, and they got in
You
the
know
ground.
tulips so well. So did you space them out evenly?
Yes. What do you mean? Of course.
Well, did Ivy do it too? Where you like
Yeah.
drop it there?
Well,
Drop
I
it there,
used-
Or is she good at spacing that?
I use my auger. I use the drill auger.
Oh,
So I'd
okay.
pop the hole in the ground, and then she'd put the tulip in, and then cover it up, and then stomp it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them about stomping for our new listeners.
You got to stomp it in the earth.
Yeah, you do.
Slam it in the ground.
Slam it and stomp it.
I
and
don't
throw
want
it
any
in the
air
woods.
pockets in there. We ain't being gentle with them tulips. No. I told her, gonna stomp heavy,
Mm-hmm.
get the dirt back in there, and we covered it back up with the gravel, and we moved on.
Now, how deep do you bury your tulips when you plant them?
Anywhere from 4 to 6 inches usually. Tulips can go pretty deep.
Wow, I have really not been planting mine deep enough at all.
Well, you don't have to go that deep. It's just that's generally where you put them. I mean,
It seems like they might be a little happier, especially like over the winter.
well, I also think like closer to the top of the ground, like squirrels can certainly get involved.
Yeah.
Like definitely, they sniffed out them tulips.
And this is where the auger comes into play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the auger got it down, popped the hole in there, and
Because I'm
Bobby Joe
usually
threw 'em
like,
in.
I can't get any deeper. So like I literally just barely cover them.
oh yeah, that happens all the time with stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the auger now, it zipped right in. The ground was plenty moist, and got them in. So I'm very excited.
Oh my gosh, they're going to look so cute when they come up around. Wait, you planted them around your Justin Browers that are in a little bunch?
Yeah.
But 2 circles.
Well, I had a lot of tulips, so
like
I
a
went around
small
one
one?
circle, and then I had to make another circle
Oh my
around
gosh.
both. So it's going to be this. Hopefully, if everything comes up right, it's going to be this perfect ring around beautiful green.
You have taken my breath away. I can't wait to see this.
I can't wait either. As long as they all come up and the stupid squirrels stay away.
They will all, well, you buried them 6 inches, so they're
Not
going to
quite
be
6.
okay.
Yeah, hopefully they're fine. So I'm excited about that.
We'll have to get a photo
Mm-hmm.
in a few months.
Yeah. So how's y'all's gardens looking? What's happening? Just kind of dormant?
Mine's pretty dormant. You know, my evergreens are showing off.
Mm-hmm.
I have a weeping Alaskan cedar on the side of my house that I planted, I guess about 2 years ago. It was my Christmas tree. No, 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks stunning right now. Everything around it has died back and I've cut it. My baptisia near it is, I cut it back. So it looks really good.
Yeah.
In my little cobra Also showing off, Tyler. You look like you had something to say. You've been so silent.
No, I'm listening, but I love weeping Alaskan cedar.
Yeah,
Beautiful plant.
it really is.
And with a name like that, you wouldn't think it would live here very well, but it really does. I've seen some big ones. I've seen a couple specimens in people's yards before. They're really, really pretty. And I think you're right. Like, if you know Middle Tennessee at all, where we're at, like, we live in a deciduous part of the world. So most everything around here drops its foliage natively anyway, except for our junipers and our pine trees for the most part. So it is really nice when you have an ornamental conifer kind of area to, like, see that green in the winter whenever nothing else is, everything else is just sticks.
It just showing off. I might have planted it maybe a little too close to my house, but I can always cut some branches back if they start to grow into the porch.
Oh, yeah.
And
definitely.
the house.
I think that plant specifically holds snow on its foliage like the prettiest of almost any conifer. It just lays on top of it. You see half green, half white shoulders.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh. This description though.
It's money. It's absolute money. Throw some hollyberry on it. Just walk out and throw it on it.
Just throw it.
Yeah. Whenever it's got the snow on it.
I don't have any holly berries
Go find some.
in my woods.
Yep.
I don't have any holly berries in my woods.
Go steal your neighbor's Nandina berries. They look just like it.
I'm sure there's Nandinas all over.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nandinas.
Tyler.
Tyler.
You
What
guys
about
are both
facial
looking at me.
expressions over there? You're
What?
just so quiet today.
I'm engaged. I'm listening.
Mm.
I'm more of a listener today.
What
That's
do you
okay.
have going on though? What's going on in that brain?
What about your evergreen you were telling us about before we started here?
My sting arborvitae?
Yes, that one. Tell them what's happening to it.
Interior browning.
Hey.
But you know what? It seems like it hit it kind of later for me. Like it stayed really nice and green and whole for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I just ran my hands through it and got all of the brown stuff. And now it's got a little brown skirt at the bottom.
I love
But
that.
That's cute.
It's thinned out. I feel like it's almost like it could breathe a sigh of relief.
Mm-hmm. Got some airflow in there. Yeah. What Tyler's referring to is our annual shedding of evergreen plant material, which happens a lot, mainly with, definitely with arborvitae. And that's the interior of the plant wants to kind of not have sunlight, not have airflow, go brown and just kind of shed off. That's just very typical with conifers, and arborvitaes are no different. And Tyler, you did what you had to do. You got in there, raked it out, and got your little brown skirt on.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love it.
I want it to be clean. Actually, I'm happy for the needles to just break down right there because it's like already mulched. I don't really care. I think it looks cute.
Yeah.
And my golden ghost red pine in my backyard is also browning on the interior a little bit, but since it's a pine, it's got needle clusters, and so the browning is happening within the cluster a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It always makes me nervous because that plant is blondish in the needles.
Yeah.
So it makes me think, this is the year that it dies, you know?
Aw.
But it's been at least a year or two with it in the ground. And I saw it last year go through that process. So I'm somewhat reassured.
Yeah. That plant does seem to kind of ride the struggle bus a little bit at certain times of year, but yours is, I saw it not too long ago when we choppied your bananas, and it still looked decent. I mean, for that plant.
Well, that was a rescue. It was a hospital plant.
That's right. Yeah, see?
So it had already been kind of defoliated. I feel like it had some terrible dieback in some way. And so then it kind of looked a little poodle-like. And it had a little bit
That sounds cute.
a little special lean to it.
Yeah.
And it looks great, though.
You saved a little poodle's life.
I
Yeah,
did.
you did.
I'm just happy it wants to live there.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have died already if it was intolerant of that.
I
spot.
agree.
Yeah, you've had it. How long has it been in the ground?
I want to say 2.5 years.
Yeah.
2.5 years.
I would say sounds safe.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a
I
pine.
think it's
good.
established.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing I'll note is that my oak leaves that I planted on the north side of my home have not really gone red yet.
That's amazing. Mine are red. They're still holding their leaves, but they're like red, kind of brownish autumn colors.
Mm-hmm. That's very interesting to me. And yesterday, Tyler, you went to a little place, a little restaurant that had, you took pictures of it. It's got a rain garden out in front. You showed me this picture
All
before.
native planted. It's really cool. If you're ever in Nashville and you're in the Nations area off of Centennial Boulevard, I believe it's what it's called, Centennial. It's right there near this like apartment complex area. It's this big native bed that's planted with a little, I don't know if it's like a concrete pad art sculpture thing next to it. Really cool. It's got a metal catwalk, and you're literally like 5 or 6 feet above the ground. And it's like in this pit is planted a bunch of inkberry holly, switchgrass, oak leaf hydrangea. The oak leaves are already like 7-8 feet tall, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
And then river birch
Yeah.
is surrounding you too. It's lovely. And I've been watching it all year round. And yeah, the oak leaves are still mostly green on the bottom.
Yeah, mostly for sure. Like you showed me that picture yesterday, and I was like, what in the world? Why are oak leaves not turned yet? And they still perfectly have leaves. And then, Caroline, yours is at the house, and it's red leafed, but it's not dropping its leaves either. Now, oak leaf does tend to hold its leaves longer than most other hydrangeas, but this seems a little
a little bit
late.
long. Now, the two that are red and are changing color are the ones that aren't protected at all. But I do have one. My snow sickle is under a deciduous magnolia. I was drawing a blank there. And that one is still pretty green.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Haven't really thought about that.
Part of it. Who knows? I don't know.
I'm
Oak
here
leaves are
for
weird
it.
about
Yeah.
that.
I also have a sweet bay magnolia that I was hoping would hang on to its leaves, but it seems to be browning and yellowing and falling off.
Mine always. It has buds, but the leaves on my magnolia drop pretty early.
Yeah, that kind of really depends when it comes to sweet bay magnolia. For some people in their yards, if it's in the right spot or a good spot or whatever, it can keep its at least 40-50% of its leaves even through the whole winter. And
That's
then
what
just,
I've noticed.
Yeah, but then
It's-
some just decide, nah, I'm done. Just drop true dormant. But you barely can't kill one. I mean, that's a native magnolia around here, and they grow very well here.
They're so pretty.
They are.
Everybody should have one if you have space for it.
I kind of agree. That's a pretty little plant. I've thought about this, and using sweet bay magnolia in containers, I think is the ticket. Okay, because a lot of times you can keep a container protected a little bit, so it's going to keep evergreen for the most part. If it doesn't keep evergreen, it usually has green stems, which is somewhat attractive through the Christmas season, and then it's got beautiful kind of almost formal leaves. I guess they like kind of shudder in the wind a little bit because they've got a backside silver,
Yeah.
topside green.
Yeah.
And then you put them close to your door or something. When you walk in, it's got the best smell of the magnolias you got. Like,
You're making me want some on my
you need sweet mags.
sweet mags.
You need sweet mags
Get you
next
some
to your
sweet
door.
mags, Caroline.
Yeah, go on and get it. Put it in a pot. I think the pot is the way to go.
Are you talking in like a 3 or 5 gallon here? 'Cause
Yeah, just like something small. Just,
that
you know.
can get pretty big.
Oh, yeah, they'll get big. But I mean, you restrict it in a pot a little bit. You know, it's never going to get to be full size like it would. And then it can take a prune. I mean, just prune it if it starts to get too large. But I'm telling you, the foliage is clean and really pretty in the
Yeah.
wind. I'm telling you, that's a good container plant. Think about it, people.
Yeah. In another life,
I'm here for
I
it.
was working for a local car dealer. I was photographing their cars, and they built a brand new dealership, and they put in sweet bay magnolias. Sorry, sweet bay.
I heard it.
And then
It's all good.
and them sweet bays was real tall, and they were slender too. Like the way that they were pruned was great. Multi-stem, maybe like 3 trunks per plant, but really tall. And I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great for the cars too, because it's not going to drop leaves directly over them with branches that reach out. But I just love the way they blew in the wind, like you were talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty look. I looked up our inventory. We don't have any right now.
Great.
Because
Well,
I was like, maybe I'll get 2. I wouldn't need to do that, but
I'm a sad bay now.
Yeah.
sad bay.
Oh,
Speaking of putting plants in containers and pots, have you finished accessorizing your holiday mix containers?
I did a little bit more last night.
Cornaments?
I have not done the cornaments yet.
What was it, a corn mustache that you were going to do?
Maybe. I haven't figured that up yet. It's happening. And then it was a corn bow tie, all sorts of corn
A lot
stuff.
of things.
But no, last night what I did do was I took the lights that I had at the base of the pot, which I thought was cute. I liked it, but I wanted to try something different. So I loosened them up a little bit and I brought the lights up into the pansy pot. So now they're amongst the pansies.
Do you like it better that way?
I do. It's really
well, it
pretty.
shows off the plants instead of the pot.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does. Now I did like how the lights at the very bottom of the pot kind of shone up.
I think you need
Is that
both.
the right word, Tyler? Shone? Is shown up?
It's shown
shown
up.
up, shown up.
I like shown up.
They done shown up.
They're done shown
They
up.
done shown up. But I did like that look about it. But then after I brought them up, like the lights inside the pot with the couple of signs that I used, Tyler, like it just lit it up a little bit. Not to mention, I showed you a picture, Caroline, of the full porch done with
It is
Caroline.
lit.
With
It is
Caroline.
lit. With
It is
lights.
a lot.
Glowing
With
on that
Christmas
porch.
lights. It is lit up, y'all. I know we talked about it last week, but it is, it is real bright right now. So that's good. Glad I finished that.
That right there was English.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Was it?
what. Yes, it was.
Oh, Lord.
So I'm trying to imagine this now. You have any other lights around other than in your pansies? I'm tickled. Sorry.
Yeah, man. I haven't showed you the picture yet. I'll show it to you here in a minute.
And that's another thing. I should be mad right now because you shared it with Caroline and not me.
Here,
We have a group text thread for a reason.
That's a good point.
He showed it to me. He didn't text it.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't text it. I just showed it physically.
Today.
I'm about to physically.
I
hand you
haven't
my
seen
phone.
the rain garden that you were at, so
He's actually showed you a picture of that a while back.
no, but he didn't show me the
That's
most
true.
recent one.
That's true.
He
I assumed that you had texted it to him.
All right, I'm handing the phone
Whatever.
over to
He
Tyler.
had texted
He's
it to
leaning
you.
away from his microphone.
I'm back.
So he's back.
Microphone.
Whoa,
See?
brother.
See? Space.
Whoa, you got
Space.
the drip drop sparkle rain going on all the way
Do
down.
they twinkle
Are
or
these
do they
just-
just stay still?
One of them did
What
twinkle
was that,
on me.
Sai?
One of them twinkled on me, but it's so bright that I'm
Now-
like, God, if I twinkle all these things, I'm going to have a seizure.
You're going to have a seizure on that porch.
Yes.
You're going to fall off the porch and it's
So-
not going to be okay.
So I kept it classy and just standard lights.
Tyler is.
Tyler loves it. What are you laughing at?
I'm just imagining.
Me sitting in
I'm
that?
just imagining the twinkling happening,
That's
and
what
you're
I'm
just like, you're trying to enjoy your porch, but it's so magical you can't.
It's so magical
And
you can't.
not to mention, like, if I was standing here looking back at your house, you wouldn't see me standing in your yard.
I know. That's what I told him.
looking
I
at
was like, you could have so many people looking at you and you wouldn't be able to see them.
Yeah. No, definitely not.
Lurking in the woods.
Oh, man. It's really beautiful though. I did not expect
is.
it to be so like the curtain thing.
I-
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like icicle, but another level.
It was, we definitely stepped it up this year.
You did.
I'm happy with that.
Well,
Happy.
You should be. You should be happy and proud.
I'm impressed.
And I bet your girls are like, this is the coolest thing ever.
They do love it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is a magical spot.
all you need is some snow.
Maybe not long. Who knows?
No, don't say that.
I know. I don't want snow yet either. But it usually does happen at least once a year.
I know.
Mhm.
I know.
Man, I'm dreaming.
Of
Dreaming.
the Christmas party tonight?
Yeah, that too. But no, I was actually dreaming of doing some tree pruning soon.
Oh.
Oh, me too, man.
Yeah, my side yard is ready for
I
it.
haven't started
I'm looking
dreaming
at my
of that yet.
Vitex and I'm about to salivate
Yeah.
because of all the pruning that I'm gonna do. Is that weird?
No.
No, I love pruning Vitex. I just before we started doing this intro, I talked to a guest on the lot about her having to move her Vitex. And I was like a little on the fence about it, to be quite honest. I was like, it's a little cold for Vitex here sometimes. But her plant was huge. She said it was planted in the wrong spot. She didn't know it was going to get that big. She said she's literally cut it like 8 feet before, like from the top, like down
How old
8
is this
feet.
plant?
It seems like it must be pretty old because it's exploded on her. She was like, I just can't keep it in the same spot. It's not the right spot. I want it to get big and be beautiful, so I need to move it. So she's having a couple people move it.
Wow.
And I was like, should you wait till spring on this one? Like, or should we go ahead and get it done? I ended up telling her, like, look, you might see some dieback on the sticks over the wintertime, especially if we get temps below 10. But I highly doubt it would ever like totally die. It's going to come back from the ground. So I was like, you know what? Just go ahead and move it. Because I was like, if you move it next spring, like you're going to have to water that thing through the summer on that first year. Like
Yeah.
for sure. If you do it now, like, yeah, you might have a little dieback, but you're not going to have to water it probably for the rest of its life. Like once Vitex latches in, y'all know as well as
Oh my
I do,
gosh,
it's
it's
in.
in.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Wonder how
tough
hard
dig.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Zone 6 to 9
Mm-hmm.
is the range of that, and it might experience zone 5 with protection.
Yeah.
I love that plant.
Oh, I do too. Like I
We
said,
have Tyler and I just have the straight species.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure that's what she had too, because the way she talked about it, it's explosion.
It's
My brain exploded.
It's a grow machine.
Sheesh, this Christmas party has just got me in a different
You're
place.
just so excited.
I know.
You're in
We're
the
all
holiday spirit
razzled
right
up.
now. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, it's almost time.
It is.
We're going to eat so much food.
I'm excited about that. But anyway, yeah.
Hang out with one another.
Try out Vitex if you're not, people. It's a good plant. It's a
It is
very
a
good
great
plant.
And just the blooms on it. I mean, it's going to be buzzing with pollinators
Mhm.
in the summer.
Yeah.
And mine is in like part sun.
Mhm.
Like it does not get that much direct sunlight.
Mhm.
Still full of blooms.
That's good. Good to know, because it'll handle full sun all day too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But Tyler, you're right, man. Pruning a Vitex is one of the most fun prunes you can do.
Yeah.
A fun prune.
Fun,
Is there a
fin-
non-fun prune?
Oh, there's definitely non-fun prunes.
What would
Yeah.
that be for you?
Like
Hollies?
for me, hollies are not fun.
Oh.
Crepe myrtles suck to prune. Their
Crag myrtle.
wood is so hard. I hate pruning a crepe myrtle. What else? What else is no fun? I don't know. There's other things.
Mm.
Probably roses.
Yeah, roses can get you if
Little
you're not
prickly.
careful.
Yeah.
I kind of like pruning them though because they're so dainty.
Just like you.
They're not like me. I'm not dainty at
So
all.
dainty.
Uh-uh. Roses.
He's wiry.
Yeah.
So there's another thing that I was looking forward to pruning but didn't have to this year, and that's my smoke trees that I planted. They didn't really do much growth at all this year, which makes me think I'm kind of scared that this spring they're really going to explode.
They're going to blast off.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I'm kind of surprised they haven't already, but yeah, I would assume this spring will be their time to shine.
I love that plant.
Smoke tree?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
I also noticed
I know you're not.
it wasn't as latched in because I just planted it earlier this spring, and I'm a little worried about dryness because I noticed poor thing like went dry, shriveled up, then put out new leaves, then they shriveled up again and put out new leaves. So
That's funny.
I mean, it seems to be fine and alive.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it just goes to show your resilience. I mean, just because you lose leaves in the summer or something, like if it got dry, like don't necessarily just give up on your plant. Like once it rehydrates a lot of times, like those secondary buds crack for you. And like that's happened to all of us. I mean, you know,
It
but
happened
don't
to all
just,
my Father Gila
yeah. Like
this summer.
it's very, very common though for people that don't really grow plants all that much or like to think that it just died whenever it does that. But not always the case, especially on a first year planting. Just like old TY over there. He's just going to wait. That thing's going to chill through the through the winter. And then the spring going to explode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You watch.
I know. I'm scared. Like I said, I have the purple one.
I'm afraid.
And
Yeah.
I feel like it's just going to shoot out. Now, I planted it a good 8 feet away from my neighbor's driveway,
Mm-hmm.
but that's still within striking distance. So I'm going to have to be vigilant about pruning to where it doesn't start branching out over there.
Mm-hmm. Well, you
Yeah.
know, on the show, multiple times, Mr. Bates has always talked about how they keep theirs more shrub form, but just by Renee goes out there and prunes it, 3 or 4 times a season probably
Yeah.
to keep it in check. You kind of have to. That's smoke tree for you.
Well, I've been seeing the new shoot growth on it. It's insane. It could be like 6 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's incredible.
But people prune those and then they use them in arrangements and they look incredible.
They do look good
So-
in arrangements. I'll give you that. The fall
Yeah.
color on the smoke tree this year was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy with that.
Oh, that's right. I bought one of the native ones. a couple
Yeah, you
weeks ago.
did.
Still sitting on my driveway.
Yeah, surprise.
But the fall color,
what?
fall color was
I
great.
heard that.
Uh-huh.
What about your 9 bark? Did you not get that one that was native too that we talked about?
The Savannah Sunrise,
Yeah, was that it?
possibly Savannah Sunset. Yes,
Yeah.
I got 3 of them. And I planted those pretty quickly. They're good. They latched in. They lost their leaves, like we were talking about, like probably 5 times this summer. I mean, like the leaves would get crispy and then some new ones would emerge. And it was so dry this summer and hot. And I had planted them in the summer and I wasn't good at watering them. But they're fine. They're alive. When we would get rain and they would flush, they looked fantastic.
That's 9 bark for you. That happens here on the lot. We've had irrigation issues above our 9 bark before, and there was the same thing. Like we came in 2 days later, didn't realize something was messed up.
Yeah.
Crispy, crunchy leaves all over the place. But then, yeah, you rehydrate, they crack right back out.
I'm excited to see what they do.
It's going to be real pretty next spring. To me, 9 bark in the spring is phenomenal.
Really?
As the summer draws on, I'm like, it kind of fades and ish. But no, in the spring, it's got loads of color.
Well, I liked the leaf color on this one too.
Oh, you got
Looks
a pretty
like
one.
a sunset.
Yeah,
so.
I'm eager to see that one next spring because I love that new growth emergence from 9 bark.
And I got 3 of them planted.
Good for you.
It's going to be cute in front of some crab apples.
Here we go.
Oh,
Love me
okay.
a crab apple.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good color show come fall.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In spring when they're all popping.
Yeah. I mean, it's some of my favorite color.
Yeah.
On them leaves.
I'm so excited.
Good point. All right. Well, we should probably get into this one, huh?
Is it time?
Yes.
I think it's time. I got to start my makeup process for the Christmas party. So
That's
That's
true.
a long
He has to get
process.
ready. Y'all, I will sneak a photo. I'll get one of Tyler too. I mean, Tyler says he's not getting fancy, but you never know.
that's true.
It's
You
gonna
never
be
know what's
so
going to happen
normal.
at a Christmas party.
That's true.
Never.
All right.
No.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it. With the 3 of us, we're here with Josh Carey and David Bates.
Party time.
Good morning, guys. Welcome in. And what you got on your minds this morning? I know we got a few more plants in this week, Austin.
Mm-hmm. We did. We got some plants in. We got done with Thanksgiving, and then we turned the leaf to Christmas music
Oh, Christmas music is
for
here.
the next month.
Yep, I walked in yesterday and it was playing
It
loud.
was playing. Sarah Bates, shout out to you. got the Christmas thing going, and I guess it's time.
Uh-huh.
We got a
Yeah.
little Christmas fancy in here. We did a little thing. Caroline will tell you all about it later,
Yes,
but
we
we did
did.
get some Christmas lights in the back.
Oh, I see.
And a little
I see
fun
that.
fact about that, I got electrocuted yesterday. Right at
That's
work.
a little bit dramatic.
It's not dramatic. It happened. You
If
saw
you
it.
put your finger across both the little prongs and plug it in, you will get
You will
bit.
get.
That's not how it happened.
You put your tongue on
I
it.
No.
saw it.
No, okay.
It was straight
Yeah.
out of Christmas Vacation.
And we
It
saw
just-
the whole thing go down.
It was. It popped. It popped right on my wrist, and I immediately smelt burnt hair. It burned me.
There was
Wow.
a broken
Uh-huh.
light bulb in it. So when it got plugged in, it was touching Austin's arm.
And it electrocuted me.
Well, you know,
was
more
great.
people
We didn't
more
laugh.
people are killed and injured through 110 volt than much more than through like 240 or higher voltage. Of course, it's also relative to the amount of contact that people have with it. Literal contact in your case.
Yes.
So
It
you know,
happened.
but fortunately, you weren't standing with wet feet in a puddle of water, and it was, it's not lethal, but it gets your attention.
We
It woke
act-
you up.
It really did.
We
It did.
actually went to the Franklin Theater and viewed Christmas Vacation this week.
Fun.
That's a
Glorious
wonderful
trip.
activity. Oh, it's a wonderful
Glorious
activity.
Mhm.
That is a seasonal favorite, and it should be watched annually.
Good way to
Every
kick it
single
off.
year. Yep,
Mhm.
it is.
Franklin Theater is a great venue too.
Yes, it
They're
is.
really nice. Really
Yeah,
nice.
I saw
went
John
there.
C. Riley there not too long ago.
Yeah.
It was amazing. His show, Mr. Romantic, was very good.
Mhm.
I've seen Austin shocked here quite a few times. Now I'm just thinking about all the, it's just playing in my head.
I know Tyler was like, Austin, why didn't you test the things first? I'm like, Tyler, do you know who you're talking to? I just found some lights and plugged them in.
Just plugged them on in.
You were
Those
just like,
look
oh,
like
yeah.
C7s, but they're not, are they? Those
C9s.
are
No,
LEDs.
no. They're well, I don't
They are.
know. They
They're
are
real
incandescent.
legit.
They're not
Yeah,
LED.
They are. They're
No.
not. They're not LEDs.
They are not. You know
Live
that
wire.
Yep.
That's
All
right.
right. Well, I know people are going to be out stringing lights this weekend and such and so forth,
Be
but
safe.
be safe doing that. Don't be like Austin. Be safe. But if you've got other concerns, it's time to send those on in. So, what you got, guys?
All
What we
right.
got, Caroline?
I guess we're ready to dive into questions, unless you want to talk about your Christmas lights.
I mean, I got a lot of them up,
Mhm.
and they look good. They look good this year. I'm excited.
And
Well,
you-
you did something fancy.
I did.
did.
I strung them around the bottom of the pansy pots that I've got, and it looks really
Now,
cool.
was that before or after the incident at Bates Nursery where you?
It was before.
So
Yeah,
you,
yesterday
your
was the
confidence was built
Yeah,
on something that was not real.
that's
So-
right. False confidence. Surprise, surprise.
Well, at least Santa Claus can find your house now.
Oh yeah, you can
Yeah.
see it from space.
Did
Well-
you get a picture of it?
Not yet. I've got to finish. I need more.
You're not done.
Not done yet. We'll get there.
Look
Okay,
at
but
it.
I do like the idea of lighting your pots.
Yeah. I never really
I
thought
can't
about
keep
doing
those
that.
lit either.
But
I can bring you
Josh.
more lights should you need them.
I got a slew. If you want them,
Okay.
I'll bring them next
don't
week.
bring me a tangled up mess. I've already got
Oh,
that.
Please.
Don't you dare.
That's what you're not. If you could untangle all of them, you'd have plenty of lights.
Yeah, that's right. We were untangling lights last night. Actually, shout out to my wife and my kids who did a great job. I had to pick up the Christmas tree on the way home yesterday. It was a whole thing. It was whatever. We're not even going to go down that road. But we got the tree in the house, got it straight, got the star on it. The girls put the lights around it. It's a beautiful tree this year. Shout out to y'all. Great work last night.
And you do have a pickup truck.
I do.
So that helps a lot.
Threw it in the back of the truck. It flew out the truck down 41A.
Oh,
No, I'm
Picked it
just
back
playing.
up.
Oh, no.
It did not. I bungeed it in.
check for squirrels.
So it was flying above the bed of the truck, like
Yeah,
that.
just hovering a little bit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you got that. It's Christmas at the Lowen household right now.
Christmas, baby.
Hey, Jane Ann Gibbs on YouTube says, so
Jane.
sorry about Austin's contact mishaps this week.
Bye.
Hoping there will not be a third strike. Be careful.
Thanks, Jane.
We've
It's
all
been-
got your back here.
It's been a saga. This week's been a saga.
Yeah, contact with,
With my
electricity, contact lens.
Oh, all of it.
You're doing great. You're doing the best you can right now, right?
Hey, we're here.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're here. We're ready to answer some questions.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Our first one comes from Miriam, friend of the show. Good morning,
Hi,
Miriam.
Miriam.
It's Miriam.
All right, Miriam says, why is my arrowwood viburnum blooming?
Oh. Well, that's a good question, Miriam. There's been a lot of that this year. I think we've all noticed. We've talked about it over the past few weeks, and that's that kind of fall weather mimicking spring weather.
Blooms.
Yes, the blast blooms, as we call them. Actually, Bridget looked this up the other day, and it's called something, and now I can't remember. Precocious. Precocious blooming. That's an actual term, I guess, in horticulture. I never learned that. But yeah, that's what's going on, Miriam. It's kind of this weather has been mimicking spring a little bit, and you might see a bloom or two here.
Wait, was that not when they bloom before the leaves come out?
Oh, that's right. I'm wrong. I totally missed that
You
one.
were just excited about it, though.
I was excited because
Yeah.
Bridge
Well,
taught me a new word.
And there's nothing precocious about seeing them frosty brown, which they have to be now because we've had a couple of nights in the mid-20s. So
But yeah,
they'll stop that right quickly.
That's true. But that's cool, Miriam. Get a little second thing going on, a little second bloom going on. Love it.
Everything is kind of dead right now, or dead looking, not actually dead. And then Terry on Facebook asks, can I transplant my year-old apple tree?
Oh, sure. Yeah, your old's not bad. I mean, it's probably latched in, so it may not be super, super easy, but it shouldn't be like a really hard dig or anything.
Right.
And now we're getting into dormancy, which is the perfect time to do it when it has no leaves. Go ahead and get that done. Go
As
ahead
my
and get it in
dear
its new
departed brother-in-law would say, don't let fear and common sense get in the way. So, you can't get a better time from now till the middle of February is go time on transplanting. So don't wait and send us a thing at the end of March going, can I transplant my... No. You should not do it. Do it now.
Yep.
Whatever you're thinking about transplanting.
Yeah, if you do it now, I would assume it would still even bloom for you in the spring. I mean, leaf out, obviously, it still should bloom.
Just get a decent root ball on it. That's all you need to do. You don't have to be
Dig your other hole,
real
too.
particular. Yeah, dig your transplant recipient hole and then just dig it out of the ground, put it right in there, amend the soil, and water it in. That it's not more complicated, and you might not have to water it again until later in the winter or early spring. So depending on what the weather does.
All right. And then we got a question about a dogwood. Someone is looking for a disease-resistant dogwood. What would we recommend?
Okay, so when people think dogwood, they certainly think our native Cornus, Florida dogwood here. Okay, that's the one that blooms precociously.
There it is.
It blooms before it leaves out. Okay, that's the most common, like I said, are native dogwoods here. And they're beautiful, don't get me wrong. Now, are they super disease resistant? Not necessarily. A lot of anthracnose goes on with dogwood trees, and that's just a fancy name for leaf spot. A lot of different fungi can get those trees. And it's not a killer of the plant, but it is unsightly. Now, if you really wanted a very disease-resistant dogwood, we can switch species a little bit and go to Cornus cusa. This is a smaller growing dogwood, usually multi-stemmed, multi-branched, and it is not precocious. It leaves out first, and then it blooms atop of that foliage. This plant, this species in general, is a very disease-resistant plant. They've done some really good work with Cusa species.
A lot of great cultivars.
A lot of great cultivars, and we carry most of them. So if you really want to try something a little bit different, a little bit smaller, and different than our native, try the Cusas because they're clean.
Now, have we had the Stellar series much, Austin?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Stellar
of course,
Pink, yeah.
The Stellar is the middle ground between the Cornus Florida and the Cornus Cusa. They are hybrids that were selections that have been developed over the years, and they're mostly in whites. There's a lot of variance there's some incredibly large flowers on some. There's also a pink. So that's another much more disease resistant type, and they kind of bloom as the leaves are emerging. So they bloom in that middle time as well.
Yeah, that's some really cool cultivars out there.
All
Love
right.
me a Cusa.
Yeah, Cusa is great. Hey, we got a second dogwood question.
Hey.
Is there a type of dogwood that produces fruit?
They all do.
They all produce fruit, yeah, as long as they get kind of pollinated. They'll have little, especially our natives, they'll have little red berries that'll be, on the plant later off into the fall. And then the Cusa types we were just talking about actually produces little round, it's hard to explain, almost like crabapple size-ish.
Right.
They're kind of soft pinkish.
They don't taste
orangey.
as good as crab apples.
No, they're not all that great. I've tasted them. They have a mild sweetness to them.
Doesn't Pedro love them?
Yeah, Pedro eat them. Pedro, yeah.
Oh,
Tyler
There
Tyler,
goes his M&Ms.
Wow.
It's okay.
That's
frightened me.
It's okay.
Tyler's rim shot over there.
That was yeah.
But anyway, yeah, they all will produce fruit as long as they're pollinated, well. But you don't really do much with the fruit all that much. I think the birds kind of will get to them.
there you go.
We used to
Making
have
bird food.
crab up. We used to have wars with them in Wilson, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's where all the dogwoods come from.
Yeah.
I mean, every house has a dogwood or two.
Oh, yeah.
Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Earth Mix Garden Products, creating regionally sourced high-quality soil blends and amendments for the sustainable-minded gardener. Fall and winter are great times to plant in the Southeast, and Earth Mix can help you with Landscape Soil Conditioner. Mix Landscape with your native soil to feed all winter long. Added mycorrhizal fungi help your plants get established faster and increase hardiness through the year ahead. Visit earthmix.net for more information and retailers near you. Remember, success begins at the ground level when you use Earth Mix Garden Products.
Oh,
What are we doing?
what are we
Tyler.
doing?
Speaking
know.
of forgetting,
report, it's all in his head.
I forgot about the new song.
I know, I kind of did too.
let's hear that one more time.
One more time. We still haven't.
The Hort report, it's all in his head.
Hort
All in his head.
report.
The Hort Report.
Hort.
That's
Hort
what it is,
Report.
Josh. Yes.
Yes.
The Hort Report. Okay. So I decided to talk about what.
Focus.
I-
Focus.
I'm focused. My eye's not, but my brain is sharp,
Yeah, you got
I
it.
guess. Okay. So let's talk about. I asked y'all to do something last week. I haven't seen any pictures of anybody doing anything that I asked them to do last week. Gave y'all a little homework. I haven't seen any
I've
pictures
been
yet.
busy.
So
That's
I
my
know
only-
y'all are we're all busy, you know what? But you had to make the most important thing for the Thanksgiving dinner, and that's the centerpiece arrangement.
Oh,
So everybody, Josh, I haven't seen yours yet.
I didn't do one.
No, there it is.
Mrs.
no.
Bates did one, but I failed to take a picture.
Well, at least she did it.
Renee, if you're listening, send in that picture if you
I
got
was
it. I
taken
want
to
to see it.
task because I suggested paper plates, and no.
Oh no, sir.
no.
Not
Why do we
Thanksgiving.
have this
Lord.
fine china if we're not going to use it today?
That's
The
right.
table setting is all
Does
on her.
does paper cutlery or plastic cutlery and paper plates evoke gratitude or
Yes.
thankfulness?
You don't have to clean up the kitchen. I'm thankful for that.
That's a good point.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
But the Hort.
That's
Well,
what
the Hort report.
we hear what the motivation was in it because that was your job this year. I bet.
Mm-hmm. Well, we were all busy, okay, and I wasn't so much. I don't cook or anything, but so I was gathering stuff in the woods. But you know what? My mother, shout out, Mama, hope you're doing well. She cooked a whole thing, was doing all that, and she still made a centerpiece arrangement.
She did. I saw a picture of it.
Uh-huh. Yep. So Tyler, throw up the picture. I just wanted to show y'all what I gathered.
Whoa.
Here we go.
I love
okay.
it.
I can't see it at all because I'm blind, but this is. I started with our big jug. Okay, so look, this was a big opening to fill, okay? I needed a lot of plant material in there. Y'all, this all came from my yard, okay? And also in the woods. I started, you can't even barely see it, but I needed to fill some space. So I started with Eastern Red Cedar, which is just Juniperus virginiana. There's a lot of it in there.
Did Bridget authorize you to put that in that area? I'm just curious.
Yeah, she gave me the okay.
Oh, okay.
So I started with that to fill a lot of space. Then we put in those dried blooms in the middle. That is a quick fire hydrangea right there in the middle. I love that dried look. Okay. I got some all gold juniper in there, as you see, the brightness out front. Okay.
Yes,
Had to
yes.
throw that in there. And then I went to the woods because I knew I had a random stand of nandina.
Because you throw everything in the woods.
Yeah, well, I
Someone
actually
else
didn't
threw
do this.
something in the woods.
The previous homeowner, I think, threw Nandina in the woods because there's always been a little stand in the back corner of my property. So I marched on back there and I grabbed that Nandina because it's starting to show some color right up front. That's where that red is, and it's spilling out over the container. I love that. Okay. Up there on the left and right back, we've got camellia. Those came from the house.
Sweet.
Those are looking glossy and fantastic. I love them. And then in the backdrop there, we've got Northwind switchgrass. Now, I got to tell y'all, I was out cutting that Northwind switchgrass. Look, I got a new pocket knife the other day, okay? It's my favorite.
Okay.
My Kershaw brand, okay? Look, this thing, no joke, sharp. I sliced my thumb bad.
Thank
Sliced
God.
it, immediately started bleeding as I was cutting the Northwind switchgrass. You know what I did, y'all? I went inside. I got Jill to help me. She was like, we don't have any Band-Aids, so here you go.
Now that's
so many
shocking.
kids and you
Y'all,
don't
that
have
is shocking.
Band-Aids.
Listen, we usually always have Band-Aids. We ran out, okay? It was random. So Jill,
happens.
she hooked me up. She got a
Random.
paper towel, wrapped it around me, and we put a hair tie on it, and it just
Boom.
caught the blood. And you know what? I was right back out to work because I was making this arrangement for y'all, okay?
Yes.
No pain, no gain. So I was
So
bloody.
we got a shocking experience. We
He
got cut.
Contact
It's
problem.
been a lot of injuries this week.
Yes.
A lot of injuries. Okay, my thumb's still sliced. It's bleeding, but anyway, I got that north wind in the pot. All right, that's the back of it. And then Tyler, throw it up one more time. I'll show you the finishing touch. And this one, Tyler. And then dead center, right in the middle. I traipsed through the woods, through the brambles, people. Through the brambles and went to the roses, the wild roses
Rose
I've got
hips.
on the side. Look at those rose hips
That's
right in
what
the
I
middle.
thought they were.
I
Look
knew
at 'em.
I needed a splash of red. I was
I
like,
love
this
it.
container. I was finished, and then I was like, this needs a splash of red. I need it. Traipse through the woods. I got thorns all in my arms. I really went all out.
How
for
many
this,
times
y'all.
did you fall down?
I didn't fall down once,
twist
Caroline.
anything?
No, but I did
had to
get
hobble
thorns
out
in
of
my
those
arms,
woods.
all up in my hands. I'm still bloody. But you know
Still
what?
bleeding.
I did this for y'all. The
Days
rose hips
later.
in the middle, and they made it to the centerpiece table.
So did you just sit down at the
How
Thanksgiving
tall was it?
table, just bloody, sweaty?
Covered in leaves.
All
and
of it.
twigs.
Yeah, it was dirty,
Yeah.
gross.
But
You
yeah,
like put
here's
it
the most
between you and
important
your
part.
mother-in-law
You were
or
like-
something.
you were
So-
I
like
put it dead center
bone
of the
apple tea?
table. I think I sent you a picture of mine and my mom sitting there right in the middle of the table together.
Did you?
I did. I did, Tyler. But you know what? That's
Oh.
okay.
Your mom's looked wonderful.
That was
I
on
made
a
one, but
different
I did
text
not
thread.
get a
Hold on.
photo.
Caroline, I don't even believe you.
I was too busy being thankful for.
No, I don't think you. I don't know. If you didn't get a picture, it probably doesn't exist.
I wouldn't lie.
All right. Well, where's all the rest of the people? Joyce, what did you
Joyce
do?
says
Did you do a
the
centerpiece?
dog ate my homework.
That's
Renee Bates says, love the new Hort Report song, Tyler.
Thanks,
you,
Renee.
Renee.
I want to see your centerpiece, Renee. I'm sure it was beautiful. Hey, Emily Boyd, you're out there. I'm sure you made a centerpiece arrangement. Why aren't y'all sending in pictures?
I don't know, because they're threatened. Jane Ann Gibbs says, great splash of red, Austin. Super job.
Thanks,
Where
Jane.
would they send
This
them
is
if they
this is
wanted
gonna
to
make
send them?
There
everybody.
it
like,
is.
Look at this.
See, that's mine on the left there. My mother's on the right. She used some Laura Petalone, some Glossy Ability.
I
She
love
even had
it.
a middle rose. She still had a rose blasting off right there in the middle. She threw that together. Mom, you did a great job. I love you. I hope you're doing well this morning. What a centerpiece.
I was worried that was going to touch the
He's
ceiling.
such a
Austin.
mom suck up.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sucking up. Mama knows. Mama knows how much I love her. I tell her
Do love
daily.
her a lot.
Uh-huh.
Hey, and then Jane Ann Gibbs says, third contact strike for Austin Kershaw pocket knife.
Why is that a third strike? I'm a Kershaw guy.
Where we're talking about how you keep getting hurt. So
Oh.
electrocuted,
Yeah.
You got something in your
cut,
eye.
and something
Yeah.
in your eye. There's 3 strikes right there.
I did. You're
For the
right.
week. He gets 3 a week.
What I find astounding is, given the high incidence of injury, that they had no Band-Aids. I guess that just means they had used them all
That's the
up.
thing. We used them all up.
They had to go to work to get a Band-Aid.
I did. I showed up to the Thanksgiving dinner with the paper towel and the hair tie.
and the headband.
The hair tie around my thumb. It did
Electrical
great.
tape works very well.
I know.
Yes.
And what a statement.
I was in a pinch.
Super
in a
glue
pinch,
also.
Yes.
So anyway,
I
there's your
sealed
work
the
report.
deal.
That was my homework report for y'all.
Wow.
Thank you,
So,
Austin.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you all.
So
Let's do it.
Alita on Facebook asked, what
Alita.
is the best way to get rid of Nandina?
Best way to get rid of it.
Pull it up, throw it in the woods?
Yeah,
Go.
pretty
Add it
much.
to your Thanksgiving table arrangement.
There you go. Just cut it all up. Make an arrangement. You're right on this. I know where you're going with this, and that's because if you leave roots in the ground of Nandina, it usually will pop back up for you. So the biggest thing is just to dig as much as you can. I mean, honestly, that's
And
probably
then
the only
keep
way.
digging.
Pretty much, yeah. You got to go wide with a outside of the main crown of the plant. You got to go much wider than that.
When
to
we
really
moved
get it all.
into our home 16 years ago, there was wisteria that were growing over the porticochere.
The what?
The porticochere.
Gesundheit.
Okay. Anyway, and I'm still digging it out.
Uh-huh.
oh gosh.
You know, all these years later. So that's plants tend to want to live, and Nandina are determined. Wisteria are more determined. Pretty much have it, but it's not threatening anymore. But it still comes up.
It's in the neighbor's yard too. Probably went underneath the street. and
Well,
crossed
it had a
jumped
distance to travel,
Oh,
but
Gosh.
anyway, it's the fig has done more than anything else to suppress it because it just shades off the area.
Well-
And wisteria are sun lovers.
Mhm.
Yes, they are. Hey, we're getting a lot of folks saying, good
Yep.
job, Austin.
Hey, thanks, guys.
And one of our viewers on YouTube, Amy says, I'll do one for Christmas. We're going to hold you to it, Amy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are.
Amy.
We better see that Christmas.
You
mixed
kind of missed
arrangement.
Thanksgiving. Okay.
Well,
we got one more shot.
She was probably very busy, okay?
Austin, to be fair, it would be good to let people know, to warn people a couple weeks in advance. So they
A
can
couple
see.
weeks,
Well,
really.
and let's
Okay, we
just
got
go-
Christmas.
and
This
let's-
is your official
There's a lot
notice.
going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's just go ahead and say it right now. Yeah, you're going to need to send that Christmas one in early. You're going to have to because, given that it's a Christmas weekend, we might
Probably.
not be live that day. It'll be recorded live, but we might not be live that day because it's just right after Christmas. So,
Yeah.
So get it in before.
Yep.
Joyce sent an email. Hey, Joyce. Good
Joyce.
to hear from you. Joyce says, I was just watching a video from Grow For Me Gardening, and they talked about pruning a crossing branch on a redbud in the spring. Is there any reason to wait to prune deciduous trees and shrubs until the spring if the leaves are gone? I know you might miss a few blooms, but is it better to wait? My fringe trees have never bloomed, so who cares? I'm a big believer in doing a job when you have the time and energy. Me too, Joyce. Is it harder on the plant to heal going into winter?
No, Joyce, you're totally right. I mean, you know, you're a gardener, and if you can deal with, missing out on some of those blooms in the spring, then you certainly prune right now. I mean, this is the best time to prune a lot of deciduous things if you can be okay with losing some of those blooms because there's no sugars and saps really flowing through the tree all that much. If you do it in the spring, whenever they're actively growing, you make a cut, you're going to see like it'll bleed. There'll be sap come out, and that's just a spot for potential pathogens, potential insects. Okay, so that's why we don't generally do it in the spring. But yeah, you're right, Joyce. If you're ready to do it, you see a crossing branch and it's annoying you.
And
then
it's
go
a
ahead
red
and cut it.
bud?
It's a red bud. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know when the best time for me to do any kind of a project or thing
What's that?
when I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I'll forget, and I'll just go, oh man, I meant to do that like a month ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, just do it when you're thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've got a Chinese fringe tree on the corner of my house that I am going to prune here very soon, actually. And I know that I'm going to lessen some of my blooms by doing that, but I need to get it back in form, back in check a little bit. It's going to get a little large for me. So I'm just going to not think about it, and I'm going to cut them, throw them in the woods, and move on with my life.
Sometimes sacrificial pruning is quite effective. So you just got
Definitely.
to do it.
Yep.
Hey, the plant lady on Facebook says pointed leaves by the lamp look like a sweet gum, but the shape of the tree has an oak look. So back around to the tree in Clarksville.
Okay.
Just wanted to get
Yeah,
that in.
and I was thinking sweet gum, but they've shed like weeks ago, so it couldn't have been a sweet gum.
I
It's a
didn't see the
mystery tree.
points.
Maybe they're fake
Well,
trees.
there were some
Maybe they can
kind
do
of
something.
star shaped, but I think the oak is spot on. That
It might be.
the
might be.
esteemed Mr.
Wyndham?
Well, no, it's Mr. Lowen.
Lowen. Okay.
Yeah.
This guy.
This guy right
Yeah.
here sitting
We'll
beside
see.
me.
It might be. I need to get up on that tree.
You do. I have another photo of it that I took a couple weeks ago that I'll find if I still have it.
Okay.
All right. Best plant for shaded porch pots, ideally that last all year. Oh, heuchera,
Yeah,
Japanese plum yew.
I
I've
knew
got
you were
both
gonna
of
say that.
those. Yep.
Mhm. Both of those great plants for shade. There's a lot of plants.
And
that
so
can,
easy.
yeah, it is. I mean, even things like boxwood can totally handle shade for the winter time. Like, and that boxwood's just it's a go-to because it's kind of really easy for a pot. You don't have to do much. Would totally be fine. Regular yews are fine. For the winter time, honestly, we don't really recommend juniper or anything for like a shady location. But through the winter, just to get it through, like it's cold, it's not growing.
I mean,
like
it's in a
juniper.
pot. You
It's
can
in a
move
pot.
it over there.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a lot of cool colors in juniper that I think we tend to forget about. Plus, it has a spilling. A lot of them have a spilling effect, so you can kind of get that going.
Oh, I did do that one year.
Yes.
A couple years ago, I had some like growing. I just got my hand in the shot. There we go, Tyler.
Yeah,
Some spilly junipers. That looked really nice. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that is a good point. Some of the sun loving things can do well
Oh,
over the
certainly.
winter. And then you can move them into the sun. You can plant them in your yard. You can put them in a sun mix container.
yeah,
You
definitely.
do you.
A lot of stuff we can use for this.
And hellebores is another.
That's a good
Yes,
one.
that's a
Absolutely.
great one.
Because they're evergreen. And they're very tough, and they can handle a lot of shade.
Mm-hmm.
And and they're one of
You'll
the
walk
very
out there for your coffee one morning and they'll have blooms on them. in
one of the very
February.
first things to flower in the springtime. So.
Yeah. Oh, which one I tend to forget about a lot is a cast iron plant.
Oh, that
That's
one
a
is great. Yeah.
Very shade loving plant that's evergreen foliage. It has an upright habit. I once did a mix container for a guest in the fall 2 years ago. That was cast iron plant, heuchera in the middle, and then hellebore
I
on
remember
the
that
edges.
one.
It was beautiful.
Additional support for Gardening Inside Out is brought to you by Bates Nursery, a fourth-generation garden center located in Nashville, Tennessee, offering the widest selection of plants and gardening supplies, from large trees to houseplants and seeds to soil. Their knowledgeable staff will assist you with all your gardening needs. Open year-round, minutes from the heart of Nashville in beautiful Whites Creek, Tennessee. Browse their selection online anytime at batesnursery.com. Bates Nursery and Garden Center, beautifying Nashville since 1932.
And then we got a live question in from Terry. Second question says, okay, I have hydrangea plants that got hit from the first cold snap, and this is my first time growing them. Do I need to cover them, prune them for the fall and winter? Help.
No, there's no need to cover any of your hydrangeas. I'm not sure which one it is. I need to know kind of which species it is before I tell you what to do.
Doesn't really matter though, does it?
No, I mean, not too much, except for if it. I'm assuming it's a macrophylla. That's just my guess. This is going to be the blue or the pink round bloomers. They look the worst after a frost. Like the leaves turn to mush. They turn down on their stems. We can remove the old leaves. Okay, this is the leaves. We don't want to cut any stems. All right, we need to leave those up. But if you do have ugly leaves on them, you can certainly strip those off and then let it sit for the rest of the winter. Now, let us know. Just send us a picture or something so I can kind of help you better on if it is a different species.
And how to cut it.
Yeah, and how to cut it or not cut it.
It's like if you were going to trim azaleas, you wouldn't do that right now because you've got the buds on there for next spring.
Great shot. Great shot.
There you go, Tyler.
Did we get the question from Jill up? When is a good time to prune pine trees?
3:30.
There it is.
Yep.
Well, it looks like you just read it.
Okay. When is a good time to prune pine trees?
3:30.
This is kind of an interesting question. It depends on what we want to achieve.
Yeah, really.
I mean, honestly, like, pine trees send up what we call candles, and that's there where the new growth happens. And some get very elongated, some stay kind of stumpy. Kind of depends on the tree. But a lot of times people do candlestick pruning, is what they call it, to kind of keep it in check. So you'll take that candlestick and maybe cut it in half or so to kind of keep it a little bit tighter. But like I said, it depends on the pine and it depends on what we're trying to achieve here.
Don't cut a white pine.
I mean, for the
Maybe
most
you
part,
have
you
to,
don't.
Yeah, sometimes.
Maybe you got
Cut
to.
it down
And-
if you got to do it.
And there's another practice that where you actually prune out the center candle and then when it flushes the next flush, it'll be much closer and it keeps it more thick. But you don't lose and you don't do that in the terminal bud in the top. You do it only on the sides all the way up. And as it gets older, it gets a lot harder because there's a lot of them. So.
And they get tall.
Yes, they do. And we got a live question in from Amy that says, so I have two holly trees that are way too tall. Can they be cut back? One is 10 feet over the roof.
Oh, wow.
That's a big holly.
Yes, Amy, if that's that big of a holly, then it means it's very healthy, and that means that it's got plenty of root system down below.
Boy, does it have a root system
It's got
down
a massive
below.
root system. Going to be very hard to dig up if you ever wanted to do that. But if you want to prune it, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not even joking, Amy. You could cut that thing to the ground. It is coming back next spring just fine. Okay, so if you really need to take that measure. I mean, sometimes people inherit a home that had hollies planted on the corner of the house. Exactly. And that's not the right purpose for a tree form holly. It's just
Pushes
not
the
like
gutters off.
everything.
Well,
It's
and
just
I
gets
wouldn't
too big.
recommend cutting it to the ground per se. I mean,
No, I'm not saying just do that.
Cut it down to maybe 2 feet below the gutter and then shear it back, even with no foliage on it. Just like you said, it'll come back out. I would wait till middle of February. That way you don't have to look at this skeletized version of your plant.
Yeah, I'm not saying to necessarily take it to the dirt either. I'm just saying you could, and it's still going to come back.
Yeah.
But get it back in form, back in check. Like David said, mid-February is time to do it.
All right.
Absolutely.
And then we got one more live question from Jill that says, Ruby Colonnade I planted last year is suffering, gets full to part sun, and was watered same as the other two I planted with it. Any idea why this one is struggling? I changed out soil, and it still is not doing well.
Okay. Ruby Colonnade, that's a Japanese-style holly. Be patient with it. I mean, if it's still got foliage, let's try to get it through the winter. You're not going to do much through this winter besides a little bit of pruning out issues if you've got them. But other than that, let's see if we can get it through this winter, see how it flushes next spring, and then we'll see and go from there.
Yep.
Hey, Rachel wanted to know if Japanese maples were included on the cyber sale.
They,
According to the email,
yes, I think
Perhaps not. Let me double check. I'm sorry
Okay.
for the confusion.
That's okay. I'll fill while we're going along here. But, ladies and gentlemen, that means that we are coming to a close for this post-Thanksgiving.
Japanese maples are excluded,
Okay.
just so you know,
Okay, very cool.
in addition to gift cards and delivery fees.
Well, you wouldn't want to get part of a delivery, so I mean, if you're going to get
No, you got. Yeah, we're just
gotta
going to
get
take
it
it
all
to
the way.
Lebanon Road. We're not going to take it all the way into Donaldson.
There you go. Hey, but folks, next Saturday we're going to come back and do another show for you. We love doing this program, and it's been going on a minute.
Yeah, we have. You know, we've been at it a while. We appreciate you tuning in as always, and hope you'll tune in next week.
Yep. Next, remember, Cyber Sunday starts tomorrow. Check it out.
There you go.
See you next week.
Thank you for tuning into the Gardening Inside Out podcast. If you're looking for more information or more from your hosts, don't forget that we have a live Saturday morning broadcast, 8 a.m. Central Time on YouTube and Facebook. You can also follow us on our Instagram channel. That's @Gardening Inside Out for more posts, reels, and in-depth dives to topics and things we've discussed on the show. If our content resonates with you, consider giving us a follow, like, and subscription on all of our social media pages. See you next time.